golden showers on airplanes, and Ice Cube just want his plan for Black Americans. Hello, 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 my Cha Cha Time listeners. You're here on Cha Cha Time in the News on YouTube. I would like for you to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, hit like, and then share. Now, let's get popping with this news. Honey, this lady is now traumatized. Yes, she has awakened, or she was awakened to the feeling of warm water on her by a well-known Detroit pastor. Now, I am yet to dig to find out who is this pastor, because for some reason they will not reveal him. We know it's a he, but they will not reveal the information of who this well-known pastor is. And you know me, I'm a snoop, so I'm gonna keep digging, okay? I'm going to keep digging. But Fox 2 Detroit reported a well-known pastor from the North Carolina is accused of relieving himself on a sleeping woman in the backseat of a Delta plane as she returned to Detroit from Las Vegas. Alicia Beverly, this woman here, had just spent a great time in Vegas and could not wait to get home Monday night. They were on the red-eye flight and pretty much everyone was asleep, including her. Alicia said she was curled up in the back seat next to her sister when she woke up to the feeling of being urinated on. It felt warm, like on the side of me. I felt something warm, she said. In her sleeping haze, right at eye level, she saw something very unexpected. I jumped up and I seen his private area out and I screamed, and that woke everybody up, Alicia said. Now, this traumatized this lady, and I can only imagine how it traumatized her, but I can only imagine how she felt. Someone's bodily fluid on you, and you were in the middle of getting you a good nap in on the red eye flight. And I'm just shocked. I am very shocked. Now, this pastor, whoever he is, he's well known. I'm digging, you all. I am digging, trying to find out who he said his prescribed sleeping pills caused him to do this. Now, I want to know what prescribed sleeping pills those are, because I don't want to take those. But it said the pastor's camp has decided not to comment on the story. Now, they talked about the pastor's camp, but they would not really release the pastor's name, okay? So I am digging. I'm going to find out who this pastor is. But in the meantime, we're going to keep Miss Alicia Beverly in prayer, because she has been traumatized, you all. She has been traumatized. I know she's going to sue. I mean, she needs to. She has been traumatized. I would be traumatized too. I'm asleep on the plane, and then I wake up to a stranger's bodily fluid on me. I don't care if it's a sneeze or a snot or I don't even want a stranger touching me, waking up to a stranger touching me. But this was his bodily fluid. And then she saw his private area. Yes, I gave you the crickets on that. So, I'm digging, and I'm going to find out who this pastor is, okay? Because his camp, they have no comments, like always. Now, I'm going to move on over into the next news segment. And I watched the segment of Mr. Ice Cube, and oh yeah, I watched the segment, okay? I watched the segment, and Ice Cube set the record straight on his plans with Trump in the interview. Now, Ice Cube said, look, I just have a plan for Black Americans, and I have a contract. And the contract is with Black America. And I wanted whomever, I met at the table with both parties, and whomever picked it up is who basically he was going to go with. Now, on CNN this morning, I watched that, okay? I watched that, and he did. He told Mr. Cuomo, don't put words in my mouth. I don't blame Ice Cube for that one. It said, after taking heat for days, rapper Ice Cube spoke to CNN on Friday to set the record straight on why he was working with President Donald Trump. Cube spoke mostly with Chris Cuomo about his contract with Black America, a plan he released earlier this year to address racial inequality. Cube said he has never met Trump and is not trusting either his campaign or Joe Biden's campaign. He did say that. He's going by action. So that's what he said. I am looking for whomever's going to act on my contract for Black Americans. I didn't run to go work with any campaign. So, he said, I didn't get up and just go run over there to the Trump party. He said they reached out to him and they want to be at the table with him about this contract, okay? Cube said both campaigns wanted to talk to me about the contract with Black America. One campaign said, we love what you have, but let's really dig into it after the election. And one campaign said, we love what you have. Do you mind talking to us about it? Now, you can only imagine which campaign that was. I don't need to say any more there. And that's what I did. So I didn't run to nobody. Ice Cube said, look, I'm going to get y'all straight, okay? I'm going to clap back at you and I'm gonna get you straight, because you're not gonna be sitting up here throwing words in my mouth that I did not say, okay? And I don't blame Ice Cube. Get them straight, okay? When they want to throw words out there with all this election stuff going on, it is a mess. But Ice Cube just has a plan for Black Americans. Now, he has a contract for blacks here in America for inequality. And he just wants to get his plan out there. And he said he just wants to, he said, I'm going there for Black Americans, the ones who are the descendants of slaves. During Friday's interview, Cube spoke about closing the wealth gap and how those who don't have money are disrespected in this country. And yes, that's everywhere. Yes, it is, especially here. If you don't have money, you're on the back seat. I mean, look at what happened in New Orleans. I mean, seriously, during Hurricane Katrina, if you're poor in America, you can just take the back seat because it doesn't matter. So, Ice Cube, I'm interested in listening to his plan and everything, and let's see what the Trump team does and let's see what the Democrat does, because he said he was looking for action. And so when the team that said, we love it, come sit down with us, that's the team he went with. Okay, the other one just said, we love it, but hey, look, let's wait till after the election and then we'll dig into it. Because that's kind of convoluted right there, because it's saying like, well, if we win, we'll look at it. If we don't win, to heck with your plan, your contract. But so I'm so glad that he got his plan heard, and he clapped back at CNN, Mr. Chris Cuomo, this morning and told him, don't twist my words, okay? Do not twist my words. And he said it, and I watched it, and I had my coffee, and I was like, go ahead, Mr. Ice Cube, Mr. XNWA. Still NWA, but he's an actor and an A-list actor at that. So, he has a lot of clout, and do what you got to do. I mean, this whole election thing is, yes, okay? So let's keep Ice Cube lifted up in prayer, as well as the Trump administration and those Democrats, honey, because it's like everybody for themselves. But anywho, you have just been Cha-Cha Time in the news. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, to click the bell. I have to say button. Click the bell, hit the like, and then share. And also, do not forget that I am on Anchor.fm, my podcast. That's me, Cha-Cha Time podcast, over on Anchor.fm, where I am broadcasted on other several podcast platforms. Thank you, and you have just been Cha-Cha Time in the news.